Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, just waking up this morning, and we have some breaking news. The Dallas Cowboys are truly inept. So, in case you are following here, yesterday we had Jerry Jones literally saying that the Cowboys' problems are just execution, that we've got everything we need right here, and that Derrick Henry wasn't too expensive. He just did not fit what we needed to do because if you get Derrick Henry, you got to run Derrick Henry. And my counter to that is when you looked at the last game, he only had 16 carries. 16 carries for 167 yards and one pass. One pass that was a touchdown for 13 yards. So he wasn't every single play, mind you. So Jerry Jones just keeps saying more and more stupid stuff. So that's a person that you could have had for $8 million. And $8 million, which is not much in comparison to what you paid for Tony Pollard last year or Zeke Elliott in his big contract. So we have one receiver, one true receiver in CeeDee Lamb, and he's getting double covered. We don't have a running game, in which case the quarterback is getting teed off on. And right now we're seeing wide receivers that are trading for next to nothing. Next to nothing. So we have, I'll be right there. We have seen Devontae Adams traded for a third round pick to the Jets. Mind you, the Jets probably won't do anything with him because the Jets are just flawed. I think Aaron Rodgers is the problem there. But at least they're trying to do something. We've seen Amari Cooper immediately get traded to Buffalo for a third round pick and pay dividends with a nice touchdown catch. Week 1. And this morning, now, DeAndre Hopkins gets traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a fourth round pick. Conditional fourth round pick. Let me read you the details. The Titans and the Chiefs are working to finalize a trade that would send receiver DeAndre Hopkins to Kansas City, league sources told Adam Schefter. The Titans would receive a conditional fourth round pick in a trade that is expected to be completed Wednesday. The Chiefs have had a need at wide receiver since Rasheed Rice suffered a knee injury in week 4 that required season-ending surgery. The team lost Marquez Hollywood Brown to a shoulder injury in the preseason, and Juju Smith-Schuster suffered a hamstring injury last week that has already ruled him out for Sunday's game against the Raiders. Hopkins, a 12-year veteran, is in the final season of a 2-year deal he signed with the Titans in 2013. He suffered a torn ACL in the offseason and recovered in time for the season opener. He has 15 receptions for 173 yards and a touchdown in 6 games this season. The 5-time Pro Bowler has just played for the Houston Texans and Arizona Cardinals. Now, I'm not going to pretend that DeAndre Hopkins is a young guy anymore. It's not a long-term fit. It is just, we need a guy right now that's plug and play. I get that. And so when you think about the age that he's playing and the cost that he is, it's a rental. It's a fourth round pick rental. And so the Cowboys, of course, we believe in our picks. Here's the thing I'm going to say is you're looking at this right now. The Dallas Cowboys, we are at the bottom tier when it comes to offense. Our point differential is down there with like New England, with the Carolina Panthers. We are getting beat out. I think we are minus 52 in the point differential, which is terrible. And our quarterback's got one guy to throw to, and he's getting blanketed covered. So the Cowboys have a need, big time. And if you say that a fourth round pick is just a waste, well, we spent a fourth round pick for Trey Lance, for Trey Lance, we used a 4th-round pick. And so this is where, as a Cowboy fan, you're kind of pissed. Not kind of. You are pissed. A conditional 4th-round pick for a guy who has been phenomenal. Hasn't done much this year, of course, because he's on an ass team without a quarterback. Jerry Jones just won't do right. Just won't do right. And, somehow we always think that we've got Super Bowl dreams. We got Super Bowl aspirations, It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because this is the time where, remember last year around the trading deadline? Jerry Jones said, well, we're waiting for people to call us. They're not calling you. You have to be aggressive and make moves. Yep. And that's where we are, people. The Cowboys, we're not going to do shit. And if they do decide to do shit, the players that could really help you are going to be gone. Alrighty. Great way to start the day. I will tell you that. Great way to start the day. Let me double check before I go make my coffee and see if there's anything else that's happened with the Cowboys since I went to sleep last night. Why a crying Ram star could spark a resurgence in Dallas. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. There is Cooper Kupp out there. And if we're talking on, let me be clear here. I'd rather have Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is a little bit younger, although he's not a spring chicken, but I think he'd be a better playmaker for the Cowboys. Just do. And I know that we're just sitting here wishing for something that's not going to happen. But in the end, other teams recognize you got to have players if you're going to win in the NFL. And we're not believing in getting those players. Curious about your questions. What would have a bigger impact on the Cowboys this offseason? A big upgrade at wide receiver number 2 or a big upgrade in the play calling and scheme? I'm kind of torn, and neither is going to happen. Joey Ix says it's scheme by land. Well, scheme would definitely help, and having another playmaker would definitely help. How do it has to be one or the other? How about we do both? Maybe that's a novel idea. Alrighty. I'll see you guys in my morning video. I'm going to go make my coffee right now. Peace out.